Hari Raya celebrations kick off tomorrow with Mediacorp's special show, Sinar Lebaran 2026, or The Lights of Eid. The show promises a star-studded cast and a look back at tradition. And for a sneak peek, we speak to senior producer Zulina Karim and also scriptwriter Fahmi Hazmi, both of them from Eagle Vision Mediacorp. Great to have both of you in the studio.
Hi.
So Zulina, let's start with you. This year's theme for the show is homecoming. Can you tell us more about how that theme resonates throughout the show?
Okay, I think the team actually, we had a few rounds of discussion before we actually wanted the theme homecoming, and we felt that it's aptly for this year that we do homecoming because it resonates very well with the Malay community, and also for us, I think when we wanted the theme homecoming because we wanted to bring back some nostalgic moments and also the homegrown talents that we have from. They have made names for themselves from overseas to come back home on one stage. So we decided to do that. And also, I think when we talk about Hari Raya itself, it's always about we wanting to celebrate it at home with our loved ones. And I feel that it really resonates very well with the community itself because especially for those who have family members, friends and loved ones overseas that are coming back home just to celebrate Hari Raya.
Yeah, so it really encapsulates the spirit of the festival and also alludes to how the show is about to roll out. So maybe we can bring Fahmi in here to tell us more about, as a scriptwriter, you are trying to weave a story perhaps through the whole show. And there are these 8 essences that you are drawing from. Can you tell us more about these 8 essences and how that translates into performance?
Yeah, so for us, I think at the heart of our Hari Raya celebrations is the ketupat. Food is always a big thing for us. So I think we use the theme creatively. We use the ketupat as a metaphor for the essences that we want to bring out. So for example, the weaving of the ketupat is about gathering together. And then the whiteness of the rice is about purity and forgiveness. So that's how we try to bring in together the different essences, the different values that are very important to the community. And, I think Hari Raya, when it's watched by families, so these are the values that we want to bring out to the community.
Yeah, so there are actually 8 segments of this show as well. Is that related to the 8 essences, as you were describing?
Yeah, so every segment, there is a messaging that you want to bring out. I think another thing also for us this year, we don't have a traditional host. So we had to, find creative ways to insert these lessons and the different essences. So for example, if I can share, there's like charity, forgiveness, filial piety. So these are the kind of values and the essences that you want to bring out in every segment.
Yeah. Zulina, did you have a favorite one when you're thinking about these 8 segments?
Yes, of course. I think just to picking up from what Fahmi has said, I think for this year, it's a very fresh format for Sinar Lebaran because we have actually 6 different sketches that really highlight Hari Raya. So people can actually really resonate very well when they watch the sketches because we have like different situations like the bazaar, and also we have
in the aeroplane, a flight sketch.
Yeah, there was a flight. I think that was the one in the flight was one of my favorites, to be honest. Yeah, because I think the anchors and the guest artists really played very well in that particular sketch. Yeah, and also we managed to bring out what we wanted during that sketch. Yeah.
So when you say sketch, it's like a comedic sketch, right? It's humor and using all of that to really bring people together.
Correct.
And when you think of the viewer as well, it's really them being with their families and laughing together.
Correct.
So Fahmi, did you have a favorite then? Zulina has shared her favorite.
I think throughout the entire program, there's always the idea of homecoming is to see who is coming back. So there is this draw of anticipating who is next. So ultimately, when it culminates in where you see everyone on the same stage, I think that's one of my favorite moments because I think growing up, watching Sinar Lebaran and now getting to be a part of it and seeing these are the artists that I grew up with all on the same platform, I think it's that would be my favorite for the sentimental value of it all.
Yeah, and speaking of sentimental value as well, they're performers that have been, around for almost decades, you would say, right? This show has been running for that long. It's really a legacy in that sense.
Yes,
so, Zulina, I want to ask if, what can we expect in terms of performers or any highlights, that you think people young and old at home might really enjoy and look forward to?
Yeah, I think to be honest, I think we're really proud of this year's lineup where we actually managed. It was difficult, but I think the team managed to get our talents from overseas who have made name for themselves across the region, and we managed to bring them back and celebrating the theme homecoming. Yeah, so I think that itself really speaks volume. And I think what the audience can expect will be powerful performances from the giants like M. Nasir and local favorites like Taufik Batisa and many others. I think young and the veteran singers as well, and the likes of unexpected moments or unexpected scenarios that I think that will definitely make the audience excited to when they watch Sinar Lebaran.
Yeah, well, Fahmi, is there any moment behind the scenes that was particularly poignant for you? That you really felt captured the spirit of what Hari Raya is and what the show really is to a lot of people?
Yeah, so like I said, I grew up watching Sinar Lebaran. I think to be part of the team now, it's an entirely different feel. But I think in terms of rehearsals, this is my very first time writing for Sinar Lebaran. So it was quite a process. The whole process took us about 3 months. I think at the end, when we eventually got on into the theatre, then to be able to see that script come to life, I think that is the poignant moment that, to me, okay, so this is it lah. Essentially, what the team has been working with for the past 3 months, and it all is there on stage.
That moment of homecoming.
Yes.
They say home is where the ketupat is.
Yes,
Correct, yes.
So thank you so much, both of you, for coming in, Zulina and Fahmi, for sharing all about the show. I've been chatting with Zulina and Fahmi, both from Eagle Vision Mediacorp on Mediacorp's Hari Raya special this Friday.